Yes, we are having another Sunday here in Seguku Worship Center, and we are glad to have this day. And this day is been a great day, and we are glad to have church today. I'm here in Seguku community as I'm heading to Seguku Worship Center today. But before I go any further, let me give another clarity on the money World Outreach Ministries Foundation sends to Ucom when it belongs to different individuals, and the government hooks on it, claim it as the Don denied them aid as a Uganda government due to defaults they have created upon what this government of Uganda has done with our welfares. It shows me, a researcher, how far they have defaulted into their funds, and the fact that they have defaulted, they have taken it tendency to rob welfares the Don sends here when they are for different individuals indeed. So it is in our government that the government of Uganda claims our welfares from Don Rockefeller of Washington, D.C., the owner of World Outreach Ministries Foundation. The fact that the welfares he sends down here in Uganda are taken by the government when the government claims it to be government money. Indeed, from what they have done, we as Warmth people, we are sure that our parent to deny our government, our parent in America to deny Uganda government aid, it comes out of defaults they have created. And this government to steal our welfares, claiming our welfares to be government aid, it comes out of our supreme leader called Stephen Damulira Mayanja, Director, Uganda Christian Outreach Ministries. Because whenever our supreme leader admires to have every money that must go through him to reach its destination, you see, Steve is got another system in him, which is US. He says it open in his arguments. He's got no way through. I appeal to World Outreach Ministries Foundation that the far Steve gets hold of this money, he picks up again with an attitude of Seattle that is got no way through. People of Seattle will give testimony of what I say. There are very many Seattle people who say they've got no way through, and they have robbed our welfares. David Easterly is stolen our money, saying he's got no way through. Mr. Dan Hammer and Bob Ron, the latest brother, they are all robbing our welfares, saying that they have got no way through. So, as much as our supreme leader, Mr. Stephen Damulira, the Director, Uganda Christian Outreach Ministries, still wants all this money to himself to quench the thirst and the anger of his friends who do drugs, hard drugs like cocaine and heroin temple. I urge the Dawn, I urge you, Madam Grace, because I know you are the last person to send that money to Stephen. The more Stephen wishes to take care of drug addicts in Seattle, drug addicts in America, the way he feels he must take care of them all. Them all is met. He feels he must take care of them. So he gets these funds, takes them to the president. He finds when the president is denied aid, president takes it at ease to say, this is government money. And even Stephen takes it at ease to say, yes, let's have it all. This is government money. I appeal to the director, Uganda Christian Outreach Ministries, Mr. Stephen Mayanja Damulira. You are in US now. I appeal to you, sir, that the Dawn denied Uganda government international aid. He does not offer any aid to this government here in Uganda. You to present our welfares before this president who's denounced himself idiotic and is acted the same. You to present our property before this gentleman who is denounced himself idiotic. It puts him at ease to have our welfares since he no longer gets any aid money from the Donny's Foundation. I appeal to you, Mr. Stephen, that it is your fault to present our welfares to a man who's defaulted the Don. The fact that this gentleman is defaulted big time and is taken a lots of money from the Don when he does not give any feedback or any report. He does not talk again. It is to my information that I know that Uganda government is defaulted at the Donny's house. It cannot be offered any aid again. So you, our Supreme, if you present our welfares before this man, the president of Uganda called Mr. Museveni, if you present our welfares claiming, showing him how much they give to us, I appeal to the world that when I appealed to Stephen Mayanja Damulira, tell him, I told him that give me my money. Let the government of Uganda come get it from me. Stephen Mayanja refused my idea and he again enjoyed to share the money with the president as they wished to have it, both of them. You can ask the reason why you see Mayanja Stephen in America and the children. They just run away from Uganda when they see us getting serious to the point, always serious to the point. They just run away. And Mayanja now is in America. We can't communicate. He does not communicate. If we communicate, he does not give replies, does not give feedbacks. What we are sure of, that our welfare funds, our mission welfare funds are taken in to the Uganda government as Uganda aid. It is insane, totally insane, to get hold of our welfares sent to persons, forward them to a state mean, put them into state means, It is that crazy that every government official of Uganda takes it as government aid, which is not true, because our partner, the Don in Washington, D.C., denied this government any right of aid because of their defaults. They denied them aid. Any government program to intervene on our personal welfare sent by the Don, it is wrong. I appeal to you, World Outreach Ministry Foundation. I have seen newsletters. We are doing great in Sudan, I suppose. But here in Uganda, you will not see any feedback from World Outreach Ministries Foundation people, because they are not talked to. One, they are not given information they need to be given. Two, they are not even interacted with, but they are run away from, kicked out, that they must not have any information about their welfare funds, about their property, about their position in this company called Ucom. What we've seen here, we've seen that the director, Ucom, is taking big responsibility to mess whoever Ron DeVoe mentioned as World Outreach Ministry Foundation people. It is crazy for the Don to be sending aid through a church mission to a government entity. And this government here cannot accept what we want. It has never met me. I have talked to different platforms, talked to President Biden, talked to the Queen of England, the late. I've talked to the King of England now. I have talked to the US Navy. I have talked to the United States Supreme Court about this. I have talked to the Narcotics International about it. I've talked to the Missionary Society about this theft. But I tell you, the more our Supreme Leader, Mr. Stephen, takes it personal, the more is giving it out to people of the government. And what does the government do with this money? They just give it out to friends and families and daughters and sons. I mean, they enjoy it into feeds and luxuries, so to say. I understand how far they have gone with this money, that they have shared it between themselves, the Uganda government officials and Ucom officials. We've seen Robert Kasozi and Damulira Mayanja, Susan Nakandi, Andrew Wesonga, Robina Nambudie Kasozi, all these guys, we've seen them joining hands with the government, utilizing our welfares. The government just claims this money to be government aid, which is not true. They are claiming this money because the same person who sends this money to this mission church company is the same man who denied them aid because of their defaults. Very many defaults they have created before his foundations. So he denied them aid. He denied them money from him. He refused them. Don Rockefeller of Washington, D.C. said he no longer supports Uganda government into any funds. So what Uganda government is doing to obtain our funds by false pretense is theft, full 100 theft. And what Uganda government has met when Stephen Damulira, the director Yokom, joins hands with Kayanja Robert of Miracle Center, director, Miracle Cathedral, Miracle Ministries, they just find means to have these funds all for themselves, enjoy life the more. What backs them up? What backs this all hood of theft up? We are sure that whatever we've said about this hood, we've said it out of a reality sense. And the more they have played it bad, the more they have played it horrible, the more they have played it silly, the more they are revealed to us, the more they are seen, the more we're gonna expose, the more we're gonna denounce them, the more let the world know what backs these people up. I appeal to the world that what backs this hood, it is a small relationship they have with our supreme leader, the director of Yokom, and the grudge they have with the Don in Washington, D.C., America. These people have played it so bad when they present themselves before Stephen Mayanja Damulira and show him how he must take care of them all. A man like Gary the drunkard. I don't know Mr. Gary's other name, but I know is that a drunkard so much to enjoy any money he gets. But whenever Steve chose to take care of a drunkard like Mr. Gary, there he has to mess us up. The more Steve chose to take care of people like Mr. and Mrs. Adams, the traitors, it puts us to a mess. The more Mr. Stephen Damulira chooses to take care of a stripper girl like Lisa Nivata, it puts us all to a mess. The more our director, Mr. Stephen Mayanja Damulira, chooses to take care of people like Kayanja Robert, the drug addict, a man with cocaine symptoms all over his skin. I am sure the symptoms we see upon Kayanja Robert of Miracle Cathedral are symptoms of cocaine drugs, terribly taken, constantly taken. I know and I'm sure it's from study. I am not into any doubt upon whatever I say. If I come put it on camera, just know I have done research and I'm sure that any mess we are into is backed up by cocaine drugged people, cocaine influenced hoods, gayism and drugged people. The more our director feels like taking care of them, that they need what to eat, the more Stephen Mayanja thinks he must take care of David Easterly and Darlene Easterly's family. It puts us to a mess. The more Stephen Mayanja Damulira thinks he must take care of Scott Vows, the latest family, it puts us to a mess. The more Stephen Mayanja Damulira thinks he must take care of Porridge Eddie's family, puts us to a mess. I appeal to you, Mr. Stephen Mayanja. It is our responsibility to stand in our position before an idiotic government like this one today we have in Uganda. It is not our responsibility to feed this government. It is not my duty to take care of the president's family. It is not our duty as a mission to take care of any government business. Thank you very much.